Hello everyone, it's the last day of Pneumatic Week, and to mark this auspicious occasion I've donned a shirt and tie, but no ordinary tie. Oh no. Especially for Pneumatic Week, I've got my Henry tie on. And it's very uncomfortable wearing a shirt and tie, but I will persevere through the course of this video. Now, my normal pneumatic video will follow at 7 PM today. This is a special extra video, a shout out video for my younger fans, or younger vacuum fans. They're not my fans, they're fans of the vacuum cleaners. I don't have fans, I just have people that watch my channel because they're fans of vacuums. So I requested shout outs on my Facebook page from parents if they wanted me to give their child a shout out. So this is what I'm going to do today, and I've had absolutely tons and tons of requests. So I hope I managed to get them all done in this video. I'm going to have to plough through them and try and do them. So if you're a young pneumatic fan, you might get mentioned in this video. Okay, I've got my iPad because I can't remember everyone's names. So I'm going to have to go through this very long list. And you may see a picture of yourself with your vacuum cleaners on YouTube. So keep your eyes peeled if you hear your name. So this first little boy I'm going to shout out is called James T, and he lives in Northampton. He's autistic and loves all Hoovers, but particularly Henrys. He's been obsessed by your channel since he was 3, and a shout out before school starting next week will make his year. Thank you. Well, there you go. That's James T with his Hetty there. So hello to you, James, and I hope school goes well for you. I know a lot of you haven't been to school for quite some time, but I'm sure you'll soon get used to being back to school with all your friends and start learning. That's what you need to do. We all need to get back to work and school, don't we, and get on with things. So I hope you enjoy going back to school, James. This little boy here is called Gilbert, who I believe I've given a shout out to before, and Gilbert is aged 4. His daddy says, "We thought at the start of lockdown that he was through his vacuum phase and I could finally play Lego with him, but they're back with a vengeance. Keep up the great work and thank you." And there's Gilbert there with Toy Henry and Hetty. Well, I tell you what, why not, Gilbert? You could play with your Lego. Why not make Lego vacuum cleaners? I'm sure I used to do that when I was little. So hello, Gilbert. And I hope you enjoy going back to school if you are going back to school next week. Right, next person I've got to shout out to is Oliver. And Oliver is going to be 5 next week, so happy birthday for next week, Oliver. Oliver is fascinated by vacuum cleaners, particularly Henry and Hoover. And we've got a photo here. There he is with Henry and Hetty. They're very popular, Henry and Hetty toys, aren't they? Well, he's certainly enjoying posing with his favourite toys there. So hello to you, Oliver. Well, this little boy is also called Oliver, judging by the name on his Henry t-shirt. And his mummy says, "This is my amazing son and he has been passionate about Hoovers since he was 18 months old." Well, that's when I started, Oliver. So it isn't a phase for all you parents watching. It lasts and lasts, I can assure you. It might be a phase for some of you, but once you like Hoovers, you like them for forever, basically. Anyway, his mummy says he is a huge fan of you, Roger, and talks about you all the time. He loves watching your videos, so I know a shout out to him would be extra special, considering his 5th birthday is also his first day at school. Well, happy birthday. I assume that's next week, is it, Oliver? And I hope you enjoy your first day at school. I'm sure it'll be fine. And you might find a friend who likes vacuum cleaners as well. You never know. So his mummy continues, "This is a wonderful idea to include the younger generation, as it's so important to encourage them with what they enjoy. Thank you." So there you go, Oliver. Enjoy your first day at school and happy birthday to you. I'm sure you'll be getting probably something vacuum cleaner related, no doubt. This is Oscar, looking very pleased with himself after stripping down, cleaning and servicing his Dyson DC25. Well, that looks like a still from Becco 1987's YouTube channel. he strips down vacuum cleaners to their bare bones and manages to get them all back together again. So Oscar, I hope you have managed to put all that back together. I don't think I could. Oscar is 7 and has always been a very loyal Dyson fan, but has recently been enjoying pneumatics. After a lot of research, he has decided he is asking Santa for a pneumatic NRV 200 to start his collection. He was over the moon when he saw you were doing a whole week of pneumatic videos. I hope you enjoyed them all, Oscar, and I hope you've got your Dyson DC25 back together again. This is 8-year-old Gavin, or as he prefers, Gavin. Gavin loves my videos and rewatching provides so much happiness and comfort to him. He was bouncing like Tigger when he saw you featured Yellow Hetty. He was delighted. Thank you for bringing our boy so much fun. And there's Gavin there in front of his big TV with some strange man handling a Yellow Hetty. So, hello to you, Gavin. This is Thomas from Staplehurst, who is 7 years old and a huge fan. His favourite Hoovers are the Dyson DC14 and Dyson V8. And here's a second picture of Thomas with all his toy vacuums. So hello to you, Thomas. More Dyson cleaners hopefully coming up on my channel. This is Daniel, who'll be 5 next week, sitting next to his Henry pet. Daniel loves Hoovers and has recently become the very proud owner of Henry Pet. He demos it on a regular basis for us and anyone who visits, as well as recognising all manner of different brands, especially Dysons and Sharks. During lockdown, he persuaded a lot of mine and my wife's music students to show them their Hoovers via Skype. He loved it and has learned everything he knows from you. He also enjoys the videos from your caravan. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my caravan videos, Daniel. And you're very lucky to have a Henry pet. That must have been fun, seeing all those Hoovers via Skype. We didn't have Skype when I was a little boy. I had to make do with going around people's houses and looking in their cupboards and finding out what vacuums they had. And I was caught quite a lot of times and I got some very funny looks. But anyway, it hasn't done me any harm, and I'm sure it won't do you any harm growing up liking Hoovers. So there you go. So happy birthday for next week, Daniel. Maybe you'll get another friend to go with your Henry pet. Who knows? I've no picture for this shout out. So hello to Reese Riley, aged 4. Reese loves watching your channel and doing vacuum cleaner tests with his 5 toy vacuums. He knows all the names and features of the vacuums you demonstrate. He starts school next week. Well, a lot of you are starting school next week, aren't you? Thank you for keeping him and me entertained. That's from his mummy, Lucy. So, hello to Reese Riley and enjoy your first week at school. Hello to Callum from Ohio, USA. And here he is, stood next to a Shark stick vacuum that's as tall as he is there. Callum's mummy says, Callum so enjoys your videos and conducts his own vacuum demonstrations and competitions as a result. And as you can see here, he's lined up some dirt to pick up with his toy vacuums. And that's possibly the blue vacuum. Looks like a real vacuum. I can't see from here. It could be a Bissell. I'm not sure. And there he is with a very lovely blue Henry cake. That must be Henry allergy being that blue. So that's fantastic. So hello again to Callum from Ohio. Can you guess what this little boy's name is? Yes, of course, this is Lucas and he's aged 4. His favourite vacuum cleaner is Henry and he loves to watch your videos. So hello to you, Lucas. That's a lovely mug you've got. I don't even have a mug with my name on, so you're a very lucky boy to have a mug with Henry and your name on it. So hello to you, Lucas. Here's a quick shout out for Harry from Corbridge, who's been a Hoover obsessive since he was 2 years old and he's now 14. Well, one day, Harry, you may be as old as me and still like vacuum cleaners. Who knows? So hello to you. Hello to Damian, who's 2 years old and vacuum obsessed. Here he is with some Henrys and Hettys. There's a toy Hetty, toy Henry. There's a plush Henry there, and I think that's a real Henry with his hat off and no dust bag. I hope Damian is about to put a dust bag in there. Never use Henry without a dust bag, folks. So hello to you, Damian. Another shout out without a photo, but I think I've shouted out to Michael before. Hi Roger, thank you for keeping my son entertained for the last 4 years. Could he have a shout out? His name is Michael Purcell and he was recently 7 and got a G-Tech AirRam K9 and multi. He was very pleased, but he really wants the Miele Triflex. Well, maybe for Christmas. Yes, save up the money. Very expensive. The joys of having a vacuum enthusiast, says Mickey. Thank you so much for all your effort you put into your channel. Well, you're all welcome. I do enjoy it. I do get satisfaction. I enjoy making the videos and I enjoy the fact that you like watching them. So it's a pleasure. So hello again to Michael. Hello to Vincent Poyser. I hope I've pronounced that right. Here's a picture of Vincent, age 9, stood outside the pneumatic factory. Crikey, I haven't even been to the pneumatic factory, so you're a very lucky boy to go there. Vincent spends all his time hoovering and watching you on YouTube. We have even visited the factory, which was amazing. Vincent even takes Hoovers camping. It used to be a toy one, but now it's full-sized and he pulls it around the sites. On top of this, Vincent created a Henry and Hetty garden by making the bases into pots. Vincent is Henry and pneumatic mad. Hetty. So hello to you, Vincent. This is a shout out to Will Alexander, who is 11 years old and has his own Henry vacuum. It says here he has loved vacuums since he was little and loves watching your videos. So hello to you, Will. Hello to Skylar Jr., aged 3, and here's a picture of him using a Shark vacuum. Skylar asks to watch your videos all the time. He loves vacuuming and he has 2 real vacuums and 5 toy vacuums, all of which he uses. Here he is using my Shark powered lift away with Duo Clean NV800 model to vacuum the couch. He loves to help. And this is his baby sister Annette, who loves giving vacuums a try. Well, that is very young to be trying a vacuum. She likes the green indicator light on the floor nozzle. She turns 1 in about 2 weeks. So hello to you, Annette, as well. Happy birthday in 2 weeks. And another picture here of Skylar Jr. and Annette, who is chasing the vacuum cleaner. Hello to Elliot Thornley, who is 6 years old and lives in New Zealand. Here's a picture of Elliot with an absolutely fantastic homemade George Pinata. Now, it would be such a shame to bash that in, no matter how many sweets are inside it. I would have kept that as it is. I'm wondering if you kept it as it is, Elliot. Elliot has been a vacuum fanatic since he was 2 years old. He has learnt so much from you and has even recorded a video demonstration of our filter queen that he would like to send you. He loves having pneumatic themed birthday parties. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 lockdown, he missed having a party this year. In the photo is his George Pinata that we made ready for the party. Elliot also is great at doing your Hoover maneuver. Thank you for being a wonderful role model and mentor to so many people, adults and children alike. Well, thank you very much, Marie, Elliot's grandma or nana. I'm not sure what Elliot calls you, but Marie requested the shout out for Elliot. So enjoy your vacuums, Elliot, and hopefully when lockdown's over you'll be able to have a proper party with all your friends. Hello to twins George and Elliot, who are 3 years old, and here's a picture of them on their Ride-On Henry and Hetty vacuums. They have been avid Henry fans for as long as I can remember, and they absolutely love your channel, says Emily. Thanks for all your hard work in filming this pneumatic week. Well, it has been hard work, but hopefully you've all enjoyed it, because I know a lot of you, especially my younger viewers, do like the pneumatic cleaners. So I thought, let's do a whole week for them. So hello again to George and Elliot. Here's a lovely picture of a toy Henry, a toy Dyson cordless, and what looks like to be a hippo tucked up safely in bed. This is a shout out for Whitman, who's 3 years old. Hello, Whitman. Whitman is obsessed with all types of vacuum cleaners. This picture is from the beginning of lockdown when he wanted to sleep with his toy vacuums. I'm sure they're nice and cosy in there, Whitman. Might be a bit uncomfortable though when you roll over onto one of those. Not as soft as, well, a plush Henry or Hetty or even a teddy bear. I have to admit, I did take toy vacuums to bed with me when I was your age, so you're not alone. So hello to you, Whitman. Hello, Declan. Here's a picture of you sitting in between your plush Hetty and Henry's. Declan's 7 years old and he has autism. He adores my YouTube channel. It's the first thing he puts on in the morning and the last thing he watches when he goes to bed. He loves the pneumatic hoovers. He's got a real one as well. He's even sent his own demonstration video to Pneumatic. Thank you for your channel. Well, that's very good, Declan. I hope Pneumatic thanked you for your video. I hope you've enjoyed Pneumatic Week as well. So hello to you again. Hello to Oliver, or should I say Kiki. Kiki is 4 years old and he has liked vacuum cleaners since he was 1. This picture shows a small amount of his most prized Hoover and Henry toys. He also has a number of real vacuums, including the Henry Family and Henry Plus. Your videos are almost exclusively all we are allowed to watch, and so I thank you for making them so entertaining. He would love a shout out from his Hoover hero. Thanks for all you do and keep those videos coming. Pneumatic Week has caused more excitement than Christmas, especially with the Hetty Yellow. Well, I'm glad so many people have enjoyed it, and I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Kiki. Hello to Aiden Jones, who's 5 years old, from Roswell, Georgia, and here's a picture of Aiden posing with their new Shark liftaway. Hello, Zach. Here's a picture of Zach, who turned 9 last week. He loves my videos and all things vacuum related. So hello to you, Zach. Hello to Brody, who's 4 years old, and here's a picture of him on the sofa, dwarfed by a couple of giant plush Henrys. They are absolutely massive. I bet they're really comfy to sit on. Let's read out what his mummy has said. Hello, Ibasic. Could you pretty please do a shout out for my little boy Brody, who's just turned 4. He watches your channel every morning, and when he comes back from a long day at nursery, he's able to turn YouTube on all by himself on our TV. He has started doing lineups with all his vacuum cleaners, and he now has 18 and counting, not taking into account his 4 giant plush Henrys. His favourite vacuums are the Pneumatic Medivac, the Bissell Spot Clean, and the ultimate favourite is the Vax Power 4000, which he likes to disassemble and put back together. He has learnt so much about vacuum cleaners through your channel and is excited beyond belief when you post new videos. So hello again to Brody. This is Charlie Pratt, aged 3. He had a heart transplant 2 years ago and is now living life to the full. His 2 favourite things to do are watching Ibasic videos and pretending he's you demonstrating the various vacuums we have at home. His favourite phrases are snowplow, it's not done too bad, and cyclonic action. His favourite tool is the Aerobrush. His favourite vacuum at the moment is Henry Wet and Dry. Thanks for all your videos, Roger. Charlie loves them. We have a Facebook page too for like-minded parents called My Kid Loves Vacuum Cleaners Group. So if you're on Facebook and you want to join the group, I assume you'll just type in My Kid Loves Vacuum Cleaners Group and you should find that group if you want to discuss your child's obsession with vacuum cleaners. But don't worry, they'll all grow up to be perfectly sane human beings like me. No, I'm not. That's not a good example. I'm sure they'll be far better. So hello to you, Charlie. Hello to Billy, who turns 5 next week. And here's a picture of Billy pulling along his toy Henry Hoover. Billy has been obsessed with Hoovers and has watched your videos ever since he was tiny. He has 4 Hoovers himself and loves to pretend to do his own videos, taking them apart and putting them back together again, talking about each part. Every time we go to someone's house, he goes straight to their Hoover and hoovers their house. I once had to drag him out of Bright House because he raided their office and pulled their Henry Hoover out to start hoovering. We're not having a birthday party for him this year due to the current situation, so I know it would make his day if you were able to say happy birthday to him. Thank you. Well, happy birthday to you, Billy. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm afraid you can't have a party, but maybe you'll get a party later on, but hopefully you'll get lots of nice vacuum presents. And a little bit here that your mummy says, of course, the Hoover has to come with us on holiday. The housekeeping staff at the hotel offered him a job. Well, that's the ideal job if you like hoovering. Get yourself a job as a cleaner. It doesn't pay very well, though. Probably get a job designing vacuum cleaners. That might pay a bit better. But anyway, happy birthday to you, Billy. Hello to Chase, who is 5 years old and lives in the USA. Chase wanted to show me his vacuum collection, and as you can see, he's got a nice collection there. He watches your videos, and then if we don't already have the vacuum that is featured, we find it online and print out a paper version. It amazes me that he knows the names of all of them. He asked Santa to bring him the same vacuumologist shirt that someone sent to you. Thank goodness for Amazon. When he wears it, he pretends he's Roger and even does the Hoover maneuver. He can recite some of your videos word for word. He would be ecstatic to get a shout out from you. Well, hello again, Chase. Let's have a look at your picture again. Look at how many vacuum cleaners that have been printed off and cut out for you. And what's that? You've got a Kirby there. There's a shark. A Teletubbies Noo-Noos. That little Henry desk vacuum. A couple of Dyson toy vacuums. Another Dyson there. And is that a rigid shop vac toy vacuum? We don't get those in the... Or is it a Black & Decker one? I've seen those, but we don't actually get those in the UK. Anyway, hello again to you, Chase. Enjoy playing with all your vacuum cleaners. Hello to Nathaniel, age 7. Here he is pictured with his Kirby, and it looks like a Bissell Hydro Clean Complete there, or Bissell All-Rounder. I'm not sure what country Nathaniel's from. They were called different things. This picture was taken a while ago, and he now has a much bigger collection. Hello to Charlie and Gracie, pictured here with Henry and Hetty, and some of Charlie's many vacuums in the background. It says here that Charlie still loves your channel and has his own channel, Chabasiak, where he reviews and unboxes all of his vacuums. He has a very large pneumatic collection and has even been to the pneumatic factory. Well, that's fantastic. Again, I've not been to the pneumatic factory. I've not been invited, and I don't really want to push myself forward. It's a long way down there anyway for me to go from Yorkshire. But one day, maybe I'll get to see how Henrys are born as well. Hello, Crosby. Crosby has loved vacuums since he was 2, and he is almost 5 now. We had a vacuum-themed birthday party for him. He loves vacuums with lots of attachments. Thank you for always making him feel like his hobby is the coolest thing ever. Well, of course it's cool. I mean, look at me. I'm the epitome of cool with my Henry cap and Henry tie. I mean, don't I look cool? Don't answer that. But yes, it's very cool to like vacuum cleaners, and don't let anybody else tell you any different. Hello to Kurt, aged 7 from Nottingham, and here he is with his new vac, and Kurt has got many more pneumatics in his collection. Hello again to you, Kurt. This is 7-year-old Ryan Minshall. He loves all vacuums, especially Dysons, and he loves to watch your demo videos. Unfortunately, COVID has put a stop to our regular visits to Curry's PC World, as he's no longer allowed to touch their vacuums in store. So a shout out from you will cheer you up. So hello to you, Ryan. Hopefully Curry's will open again soon, and you can soon be playing with all the vacuums in their shop. This is a shout out and a happy birthday to George, who turns 12 on the 30th of August. And here he is in a lovely jumper that his mum knitted him. George loves watching your videos on vacuums and washing machines. So I hope you have a happy 12th birthday, George, in a couple of days' time. Hello, Corey. This is a picture of Corey Boocock, who's 2 years old and he absolutely loves your channel. He watches you every day. He knows how to use the Hoover, and his favourite ones are Sharks and Seabos, Henrys and Hetties. Here he is with his favourite shark. This is Matilda, who loves watching your videos. I think she finds your voice soothing. Keep up the great work, Roger. She's even got her own little Henry ready for when she's old enough, as well as a ride-on Henry. This is Thorpe, named after Thorpeness in Suffolk, not the theme park, who has just turned 5 and is my biggest fan. He has a collection of real and toy vacuums and wears a Hoover t-shirt like yours. He copies you with the mess tests and will soon be getting his own YouTube channel soon. Every time he sees a goblin Hoover, he says, "Elton John keeps sending Ibasic those cheap Hoovers." Well, that's a little joke from my Christmas Day unboxing videos, where I receive vacuum cleaners from various politicians, celebrities, superstars, members of the royal family. And Elton John tends to send me very, very cheap goblin vacuums every year. So, you know, he doesn't really, folks. I don't know all these people. Yeah, I'm sorry I've spoilt it for you. Elton John's too stingy to send anybody anything, so let alone a goblin. Anyway, it's all a bit of fun. It's not real. He's been obsessed with Hoovers since he was 6 months old. He even has a knitted Henry we had made. He spends all his pocket money on Hoovers and polystyrene balls. His newest vacuum to his collection will be the Bosch Theo Klein stick vacuum in red. He has the white one already and a Shark lift away. Wow, I didn't know Bosch did a red Theo Klein stick vacuum. I'll have to look out for that one myself. So, hello again to you, Thorpe. Hello, Jessie. Jessie is 2 years old and loves Henry/Hetty and all of the pneumatic family. He watches your videos on repeat every day and often shouts things out when playing, like crevice tool, filter, cable, and then at the end he asks any questions. So there we go. There's Jessie with all his lovely pneumatic cleaners. Hello, Ollie. Ollie is 3 years old and he loves your videos and has learnt so much from them. He is a proud owner of a Hoover Power Plus in great condition and a vintage Kirby and many others which we are working on fixing them up. We always say Ollie's Hoover shop starts at home. Well, finally, I think I've come to the very last shout out. Hello to Arthur. Arthur is 3 and currently loves the Dyson DC41 and Bissell Crosswave, and also loves investigating Nana and Grandad's series of Vaxes. He even crunches up the polystyrene from packages we receive to test them. This photo is a bit old, but is the best example of boy and machine. Well, that's the end of this video, but tune in at 7 PM tonight to watch the last video of Pneumatic Week. I hope you've enjoyed this special week of themed videos. I plan to do other themed weeks during the course of the year. I've got lots of ideas. Whether I've got the time to do them is another matter, but I could do a whole week of robotic vacuums, a week of sharks, a week of Hoovers, a week of vacuums from the 70s, 80s, 90s. You know, there's so many different themed weeks I could do. If you've got any suggestions for themed weeks you'd like to see, pop them below this video and I'll take a look at them. So I hope you've enjoyed Pneumatic Week, and if you haven't, there are lots of different vacuums coming up for you to enjoy next week. So until then, thanks for watching. Hello again to everyone I've shouted out to, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.